Hello everyone, welcome back to today's our online class. Today we are continuing the chapter Adventures of Toto, second part. So we know the dictionary character Toto as a dog and charged him 3 rupees. That part we have finished. Then when Toto was finally accepted by grandfather, he was given a comfortable home in the stable, where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. Stable means a building set apart and adapted for keeping horses. That is a stable. A building set that is arranged for keeping the horses. So finally, Toto was accepted by the grandmother. So Toto was kept in the stable where the family donkey Nana was living. Nana is the donkey's name. We already know that they had a family donkey. They had a donkey. That is Nana. So Nana and the monkey kept it together. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. To his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. So halter means a strap or rope placed around the head of a horse or other animal used for leading or tethering it. Tethering means tying, to tie, tethering, to tie. So around the neck, you can see it's placed around the head or head of the horse or around the neck. It will be the rope used to tie the animals, or sometimes it's used to move that animal. So then so grandfather went to see what is Toto doing there. To his surprise, without any cause, Nana was trying to pulling away his head from the hay, the bundle of hay. It is kept there to eat, but the donkey is not keeping the head, it's trying to keep the head away from that hay. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp teeth. Toto and Nana never became friends. So haunches means back. So grandfather got angry with the donkey and the grandfather gave a beat on, a slap on the back of the donkey. So what happened? She jacked back, dragging Toto with her, dragging to pull along, dragging. So what Toto is doing? Toto was biting the ears of the donkey. That's why it is trying to keep the head away from the hay. So after that, Toto and Nana never became friends. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. So Toto's great treat during the winter season was that a bowl of warm water. Grandmother gave that one for his bath. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath, first one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing until he was into the water up to his neck. So what he will do? He will test that warm water. He would cunningly test. The cunningly means cleverly. Cleverly he will test it. How it is test? First he will keep one leg and testing it. How much warm is there? Like the narrator does. Narrator does the same way. So he copied that one. The monkey copied the same way. And slowly he'll keep the another one and he will enter into the water up to his neck. So once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over. So once he is comfortable, he will take the soap and rub with his hands or legs. When the water became cold, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. So he will take a bath in there, and when the water is cold, he will run towards the kitchen fire to dry himself. If anyone laughed at him during this performance, Toto's feeling would be hurt and he would refuse to go on with his bath. Go on means to continue. So if anyone laughs at this performance, he will get hurt and he will not continue the bath. So the way how the monkey take bath, it is very interesting and you can watch it, but if you laugh at him, then he will not continue the bath. One day, Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. So another incident narrator is describing. So one day, the monkey almost died in the boiling water. So we can check how it happens. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. So a large kettle was kept above the fire. So Toto didn't have to do what he did. He removed the top, that means the lid of that bowl, the kettle. Finding the warm water just warm enough for a bath, he got in with his head sticking out from the open kettle. So the water was boiling there for making the tea. So when he checked that it was a good warm, enough warm, so he simply kept entered into the boiling water. Remember, it is still in the fire. There was just fine for a while. This was just fine for a while until the water began to boil. So remember, fire is there. So first time it was easy. Then Toto raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again. So when the water started to heat again, warm again, so he just wanted to go out. He began to jump out, but when he found it is cold outside, he kept inside there. He continued hopping up and down for some time until grandmother arrived and hauled him half boiled out of the kettle. So look at in the picture. So hauled means pulled him out. So the water is boiling there. So first he thought to stay there, but the water is still boiling. So he was jumping inside that bottle. He couldn't come outside. So just in time, grandmother came and grandmother pulled him out of the boiled water. He is almost half boiled. If grandmother couldn't see him, then definitely he will die there inside that kettle in that hot boiled water. Okay, so it's one of the naughty thing he has done. If there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. So if anybody have a part in the brain that is only for the naughty things, mischief, naughty things, to do naughty things, that part is largely developed for Toto. Toto's mischief part of the brain is largely developed. So he was a very naughty animal. He was always tearing things to pieces. Whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole in it. So whenever any his aunt came near to the Toto, narrator's aunts, so he will do every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole on it. One day at lunchtime, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. We entered the room to find Toto stuffing himself with the rice. So pulao, you can see in the picture, is a North Indian food. Not only North Indian, we can also have the food. Same, we also had it. So in the dish, in the center of the table, what is there? The monkey was eating the thing. My grandmother screamed and Toto threw a plate at her. So when grandmother screamed at him, Toto threw a plate at her. So one of my aunts rushed forward and received a glass of water in the face. So one of aunt ran towards the monkey. Then what happened? The monkey throw a glass of water at her face. When grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made his exit through the window. So when grandfather came, he took that dish of pulao and smoothly he escaped through a window. We found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree, the dish still in his arms. So he entered climbed over the jackfruit tree and he was eating the dish on that tree. So remember that the pulao was kept for the family members, but he took that one. He remained there all afternoon, eating slowly through the rice, determined on finishing every grain. So complete afternoon he was sitting there, slowly he was eating. He is determined to finish the complete rice. He wanted to finish each and every rice. And then in order to spite grandmother, who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. So spite means a desire to hurt, annoy, or offend someone. So remember, grandmother screamed at him. So the monkey Toto wanted to hurt or annoy grandmother. So that what he did, he, after finishing the rice, he threw the plate down from that tree. Then what happened? It broke into 100 pieces. When it broke into 100 pieces, what it did? It chattered. Chattered means a sound made by the monkey. So it started chattering. It was very happy to see the broken piece of the plate. Obviously, Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for a long. So they understood Toto was not an animal like other pets they can keep for a long time. Even grandfather also realized that means he cannot keep the Toto for a long time. We were not well-to-do and could not afford the frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains and wallpaper. So well-to-do means wealthy. Well-to-do means wealthy. So here they are saying they are not that much wealthy. They are not too wealthy. They are not very wealthy to afford this type of things. That is always removing the damaging the dishes, clothes, curtains, wallpaper, everything is removing and damaging it. So they cannot keep it back always. So they are saying they are not wealthy to always keep it back. So grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. So grandfather met the Tonga driver and asked him to take the monkey back for only 3 rupees. First, when he bought it from him, he paid 5 rupees and now he sold it back just for 3 rupees. Because of the mischief, they cannot afford the things there. So grandfather gave back the monkey to the Tonga driver. So here we have finished the chapter here. If you have any doubts about this part, you can ask it in our group. So we are winding up our class here now. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.